Morning folks. Never have I ever been on a great British farming protest. So shall we? First up, just got to do a bit of farming. So this is a field of wheat and oats. It's only supposed to be wheat though. A lot of oat volunteers came up in it. The plan, I'm told, is we're grazing it down tight like this. Don't panic, it's fine. When that grows back vigorously, whilst it's in its vigorous growth stage, they're going to spray off the oats so that it takes in the chemical better. And my sheep have fully had enough over here, and now they're going over here where my dog is. I know this looks really dramatic, but we could get another day's grazing out of this and it wouldn't kill the plant at all. Also, it's not meant to be raining today, but it's definitely raining, so that's good. There we go. Lovely. Over the last few weeks, we've seen farmers protesting across Europe. The French in particular doing some pretty dramatic things. And it's got British farmers divided about whether we should be protesting because we haven't quite got as bad a deal as some of the European farmers. The new SFI is paying very, very well, but there's problems with that. Public money for public good, which I get, and it's all for environmental stuff. It's not for actually producing food. So it's got us all worried about our food security. Also, it stops people like Zoe and I being able to get a farm, like first generation farmers trying to get on the farming ladder because big farmers are taking up the tenancies and just putting it all into environmental schemes, claiming the money, and then people like us aren't being able to get a chance to go farming. And the other problem is if all of our money as farmers comes from payouts, if the government all of a sudden decide that the money's not there anymore and take it away, what happens then? So yeah, the farming subsidy job is messed up. Farming's got everything to protest about. Over the last God knows how long, farmers have just been like henpecked and made to feel like what they do is worthless, when actually we provide a public service. When it's the fan, farmers are wanted desperately. I don't want to live in a world where we are waiting for our food to come in on a boat. I don't want to be fed by China. The food we can produce, I believe we should be producing. So I'm going to go and film it. I'm going to go and see what the vibe is. The reason I came to the protest is because I've seen a lot of videos on social media with people saying, oh, we can't lose the public support, which I fully agree with. We can't lose the public support. So I didn't want to see people blocking roads and setting fire to the tarmac and all that sort of stuff. But what I did want to see is some farmers actually getting together and feeling empowered enough to go out and show what we do and care, because shops like Tesco's have boasted that they've got the most profits they've ever had when farmers are going out of business at a rate of knots now. We are losing the people that actually produce our food, and the companies that sell our food are making more money than they ever have. So things have got to change. Plus all the kiddies are coming around looking at the tractors, which is cool, isn't it? They've sort of got on their local Facebook groups, and people are really like, oh, just running a red light in front of the old building. People are like actually coming out onto the road and like waving at the tractors. It's a bit like a Christmas tractor run. Everyone's coming out and waving and beeping. Actually quite the opposite of what I thought it was going to be. Like people are seeing all the farmers together and being like, oh wow, cool, look, tractors. They're actually humans. Yeah, there's actual real people. It's actually really interesting to see. Woo! The police is such a buzzkill, isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks, Em, give him a toot.
Morning, Sunday morning, it is lashing it down. Excellent. I'm on the ponds this morning. My Voss electric units keep dying on me. I should have siliconed them up, but I haven't, and they've got water in them and they just keep dying. So my U's have not had a unit on them for 3 days now. I ordered one of cramp last night, so just awaiting that. But in the meantime, they're getting out. So I've come up to these lambs. Come nick theirs because they're pretty good on it. I think we'll get away with no unit here for a couple of days. Yoink. Please stay in. Anywho, we're going to move some lambs in a minute, but I thought I'd just do a quick roundup on yesterday's protest. I went to film it and see what it was about, and I just thought, do you know what, fair play to you. It takes a lot to stick your head above the parapet and go and do something. And it's nice to see farmers Because a lot of the time I see farmers and they're sort of, you know, because we're beaten down on everything. We're scapegoats for climate change. We're price takers, not setters. We work too much. I mean, it's 6:45 on a Sunday morning. I'm standing here in the pissing down rain. And then even after all that, farms are told that they have to diversify to make ends meet. What sort of an industry is this? The problem is we've been in a race to the bottom with food prices for so many years now that when you actually produce something at cost, people think it's expensive. But what's the real cost? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Is it the safety of your food? Is it the environment? Is it the well-being of your farmers? What happened to your bale of hay then? Fancy it for a bed? Effie's the queen. My hair. Right, so we've just come to move the lambs. It's rather wet underfoot. In fact, leave the quad bike there because I actually can't get it up that slope. Lol. Plan of action is gonna run them off the oats we've grazed through here, up through a couple of fields of oats, and then there's like a farm track. I'm gonna try and run them along the farm track because sheep sort of follow roads. Hopefully they're gonna run all the way to the front of the farm where we fenced off some more oats. Probably could have done with another day or so's grazing out here, but we've been beaten again by the weather because it's just look, it's that wet. And then Zoe and I are having an afternoon off to go to someone's birthday. It's a long way to run them, this. 2 of us and a spaniel. Class. I don't want to cause any crop damage, so I mean, look how wet it is out here. And we're due a lot more rain as well, so I'm just like making the judgment call. It's a very fine balance to strike, and again, it's not my crop of oats. But yeah, they haven't eaten all the leaf that I'd like them to eat, but the ones that are trodden in like that, they will die off anyway. So I mean, you can see, just look at the colour difference. You can see how well it's coming back. But up here, like, that's perfect. Look at that. This bit, not quite so perfect. It's the saying, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. This crop will definitely benefit from this, and we'll have to see it. These old Kents look so miserable out in the rain. Look. Caked in mud, soaking wet.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. Oh, 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 serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth, how they come in for you. Yeah, yeah, no. Don't you think you're better off where the neighbors don't stare? Maybe you're wanted, looking good for the movie screens, living in make-believe, hoping your wishes get granted. I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope, it's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. Oh, 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 serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, that's the ugly truth, how they come in for you. Yeah, yeah, let's go. It's the missed opportunity train, it only comes on a very blue moon. You blink twice, and you missed it again. Waiting in line for the party to end. Guess you didn't get what they asked for. Not a genie in sight, that reality gets so. There's no point to being careful. Learn the rules of the game before you lose your mental. Pretty Carolina, the stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. It serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause this town ain't fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, that's the ugly truth, how they come in for you. Yeah, yeah,
Every turn these sheep could have taken, they've taken the wrong one. If we needed them to go left, they've gone right. Every time. Yeah. That's where we want them. Nearly there. Oh yes. Bin. Hmm? Right. You go on there. You go on there. You go down there. Right, now the more astute of you may notice that we have a lamb. It's got a bit of pink eye and seems to have lost its sight. So when we were taking it down there, I'd done the old bush tie and chucked it in the brambles so that it was wrapped up and caught, but it's managed to get out and come all the way back up here. So I'm just going to catch this now, and then I'm going to treat it, and then I'm going to drive it to the others. That wasn't embarrassing at all. Trying not to drive across the oats too much with the bike. I don't think it's a problem, but I had to a bit out there because the sheep just went everywhere. So I'm just trying to not do that too much. Meh. Think you can see enough? Because we're going out for the day, that's what it is. You're going to end up in a pond, mate. You're going to end up in a pond. You're going to end up in a pond. You're going to end up in a pond. There. 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 If it'd run like that with the rest of the flock, we wouldn't be doing this, would we? Gotcha! Come here, mate. Yeah, be a sheep farmer, mate, yeah. What made you want to become a sheep farmer, Chris? Well, that having Miss Sunday's ruined the sheep, really. I think that's what drew me to it. We are this close to being late, but we are going out for the afternoon, so see you next time.